debuted at Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. This is Leonard Fournette. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Fournette on the counter. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
A gain of 1 yard.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The tackle made.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Minshew.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Henry, the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now Leonard Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Leonard Fournette.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
First down, Jacksonville.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette on the toss to the right. And he's got some space here. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals. as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 7. Derrick Henry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Now Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 15 now. Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Minshew's pass.
DJ Shark, 70 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, D.J. Hayden. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Josh Lambo.
So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Titans take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, and discouragement, cloud.
Derrick Henry all alone.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 78 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Good dance. Come. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Minshew. And incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Minshew sets to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Westbrook now on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
1-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun is Minshew. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
Maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Fournette. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Brings up third down.
Now Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
14.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
That's the way. 56 to Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm here all day.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He's going to go up top again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And 9.
Now it's Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 41-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
To Leonard Fournette.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run with Fournette. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
34-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Watch the pass. 19 tight.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I got him. Check. Crunch.
try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They snap it to Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Flush to him. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 7 from the 20. To throw is Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tannehill's pass intended for Jonnu Smith. Incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Jaguars.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10.
Says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Darius Geis.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the third-year man from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
On the ground, it's Geis. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now
that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Titans' 5-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
DJ Chark with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that takes us from second to third down. The Titans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Tannehill now to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. That'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
10 at the 16-yard line.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah,
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And goal.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
DJ Chark. Touchdown.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Tannehill. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. Tannehill. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read. 3 buzz. Hey, let go. 55 to mine. 69. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the slant, this is Chark. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And